Happy new moon in Cancer. This Cancer new moon becomes exact at 1:32 p.m. New York time, which is 17:32 Greenwich Mean Time on Monday, July 20th. This is the second new moon in Cancer in a month, and it is also marking the end of eclipse season. Woohoo! Not only have we made it to the conclusion of eclipse season, finally, but we have also made it through Venus retrograde, and Mercury has gone direct, although it's still in its shadow phase. Finally, life seems to be moving with forward momentum rather than being stuck in a spin cycle, though things are certainly going to still be coming up for healing, and more on that later. With this new moon, we see a renewal of focus on the nurturing, emotional, divine feminine aspect of life. It's a time to recommit to taking care of your body and to nurturing the self while establishing a healthy balance between self and other, and also between the masculine and feminine energies within. Are you allowing yourself to be nurtured? Nurturing can come from both the self and from others. One of the primary reasons that we seek companionship in this earthly life is to experience a feeling of being nurtured and cared for by another. The truth is, though, that any nurturing that we experience through another is a reflection of the nurturing we are desiring from ourselves. Ideally, the compassion, nurturing, and the love that you receive from a partner will spark the awakening of a greater compassion, nurturing, and love toward yourself from within yourself. If not, then you'll find yourself relying on the volition of your partner to give the inner child within you what he or she feels they need, which actually pushes you further away from being able to give that to yourself. If you're not currently in a partnership or your partner isn't fully giving you what you need, then it's the perfect time to practice loving your own heart. If you were to think of your own heart as the most precious thing in the world, even more precious than a child, a partner, a parent, or a pet, how would you want it to be treated? You'd probably want to give yourself a softness and nurturing that makes you feel fully accepted and valued. When we're not fully acknowledging our own inherent worth and worthiness, we tend to seek validation in others. This validation seeking is behavior that actually begins when we were very young. In whatever ways we felt rejected by our parents, whether they overtly expressed these rejections or not, we will then spend the rest of our lives seeking validation for those rejected parts within until the wounds are healed. Remember that no one else will ever be able to heal the wounds within you, although we can certainly seek the help of healers and trusted loved ones and friends to assist. However, there is no replacement for inner work, and once you become willing to do the work, you've already won half the battle. Sometimes when you start to heal your inner wounds and shadow, there will be certain dialogue and behavior from others, including a partner and loved ones, that are no longer tolerable for you. It is important to assert your boundaries. However, with these current astrological energies, it will be mutual compassion and communication that will grow relationships rather than hard all-or-nothing boundaries. More on this later. Karmic wound healing and relationship resolution. Chiron, the wounded healer, has begun its movement retrograde in Aries, where it joins Mars in his own fiery sign. It is facilitating the exposing of these shadows within. The root of these shadows are really karmic wounds. These karmic wounds from past lives usually show up early in life, in this lifetime, in your relationship with your parents or caregivers, and then they are repeated over the course of your life, often inconveniently showing up in, of all things, intimate relationships. These karmic wounds are always there to assist you in becoming the person you were meant to become in this ascension lifetime. Recognize that when stuff comes up to be processed within you, it is actually a sure sign of how far along you've actually come in your spiritual journey. The truth is, it is a privilege when wounds come up to be healed. Masculine wounds may especially show up as a desire to control too much. It is natural to want to try to control things, especially when life is as uncertain as it is now. Letting go and surrendering more to spirit can be a scary enterprise, but it is likely to be incredibly rewarding. If you think back over your life, you'll probably find that the most magical things in your life have come either unexpectedly or in unexpected ways. You probably weren't pushing for any particular outcome. And at that point, the universe decided it was a good time to bless you with something magical. Everything in life happens in divine timing. We always have free will to alter our paths. However, we will always receive exactly what we need to grow and expand, regardless of the individual choices that we make along the journey. There are no wrong decisions, only different paths and timelines. When you're wondering what is the right thing to do, sometimes it's a matter of just giving the decision to God and letting life lead you. We have an interesting opposition in this new moon chart with the sun and moon in feminine Cancer, which is a cardinal water sign, opposing Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in masculine Capricorn, which is a cardinal earth sign. Now, the Sun-Moon-Saturn opposition is nearly exact on this new moon, while the opposition between the Sun and the Moon and Pluto and Jupiter are not quite exact, but still significant. All of the planets in Capricorn have been responsible for the harshness of 2020 and its worldwide health, social, and economic effects. The opposing Cancer energies are bringing in an influx of the divine feminine softness. This is a good time to experience resolution both within and without. Within yourself, seek to find resolution of what has been troubling you, including any big karmic wounds that are coming up. It is by accepting what you are feeling and what is going on inside you that you will find resolution, not by pushing away feelings or emotions. Embrace everything you feel inside like a good parent embracing their child when he or she is upset. Nothing that you feel is ever wrong. Ever. Whatever you feel coming up that feels uncomfortable or icky, give yourself the opposite vibration. If you feel left out or left behind, give yourself unconditional love. If you don't feel heard, then honor your needs first before you serve others. If you feel like you can't do anything right, then give yourself praise and attention. Whatever you feel that doesn't feel good, think of what the opposite vibration would be, and then give yourself that. These energies should bring a softness and closeness to relationships that have become hard and distant. Seeking common ground with others and approaching interpersonal issues with softness and compassion will make resolution and enhanced intimacy likely. Approaching things with too much of a hardness may cause things to break. Finding a balance between self and other. With this intense opposition, we are naturally seeking to reach a place of resolution between self and other over the next 28 days. One of the funny things about this game of life is that each one of us is an individuated consciousness with complete free will, yet everything we do affects the field of consciousness that we are all hooked into. Humans are naturally social creatures, and as much as we have a need for companionship, we also have a need for solitude. Some of us avoid ourselves by seeking other people. Some of us avoid opportunities for joy and fulfillment in social opportunities by focusing too much on ourselves, while some of us have achieved a healthy balance between the self and the other. Which of these three categories do you fall into? When you find yourself overwhelmed by the energies of others or overpressured by companionship or teamwork, it can be very helpful and healing to take a break from other people and experience the peace of solitude. Taking a trip out in nature to experience this solitude is far more healing than experiencing it while staying connected to social media and television. This opposition between Cancer and Capricorn that we are experiencing is also a divine opportunity to experience a greater balance between the masculine and feminine energies within. Regardless of your sex or gender, you carry both masculine and feminine energies within you. Ideally, we should form a fluid relationship between the masculine and feminine sides of self that will allow for us to surrender to spirit as equally as we plan things out in advance. If you're finding yourself trying to control things too much and experiencing frustration or setbacks, then the perfect remedy is to surrender the timing and the outcomes to spirit or God. It doesn't mean you stop trying to create what you want to create. Rather, you simply surrender being in control of the how, the when, and the what it looks like. If you find yourself confused about your direction, an excellent remedy can be to create opportunities for further self-discipline by taking on new healthy habits that serve your body, mind, and spirit. Self-discipline will get your mind off of trying to figure out the future and bring you back more into the present moment, where you are truly creating your life. The more supportive rituals that you keep yourself to, the more you'll see your vibration attracting that which you have asked for. Accepting what you asked for. Sometimes we ask for things in life, and then when it actually shows up in our experience, we resist it due to it being a new and uncomfortable vibrational experience. No one asks for something worse to come into your life. We all want to experience more joy, health, peace, and fulfillment. But when you ask for something new, whether consciously or unconsciously, the universe is going to bring it to you. But along with it, it is also going to bring the trials, tribulations, and requirements for inner work that you will have to master to a certain extent in order to keep what you actually asked for. When something new comes into your life that you wanted, like a new relationship or an influx of money, although at first it is going to seem like a completely fresh and organic experience, over time your subconscious mind will start to exert influence over the newness. The subconscious is a product of your past. By definition, it cannot be a product of your future unless you consciously shift it through affirmations, meditation, hypnosis, subliminals, or positive self-talk. So it is going to start to interpret the new things in your life through the lens of the past. Your subconscious will try to either sabotage what you've asked for or make you unhappy even though it's exactly what you asked for. It's akin to someone who has chronically low self-esteem and constantly tries to make him or herself feel better by purchasing a new outfit, getting a new hairstyle, or putting on a new style of makeup. No matter what they do, the voices within them will still tell them that they're inadequate, and then they will feel the negative emotions that align with those thoughts because their subconscious is still in charge of the program. When you realize this, you can really assist your higher self in making the changes it wants for you by becoming more and more aware of your own subconscious's bullshit. Recognize when you are self-sabotaging. Become alert to when you are brooding or blaming. Realize when you are acting passive-aggressively or playing the martyr. In order to ascend, it's crucial to become more and more self-aware and to learn to see when one has started to replay old patterns that are not helpful or supportive of the person you are desiring to become. What does home mean for you? Cancer is the nurturing home body of the zodiac. It is the oasis that the more explorative signs like Sagittarius and Aries come home to anchor, ground, and build. Regardless of your birth chart, it is the perfect time to contemplate what home means to you. Is your current home environment providing you what you need to grow and expand? Are the people you are spending the most time with supporting your highest evolution? If you don't feel like your current home environment is providing you with what you need to grow, then what kind of home environment do you desire? Who is there with you, or are you alone? What does the scenery look like? How does it feel? If you feel like your ideal home life is a lot different than your current home life, then what steps can you take starting with this new moon to start the process of manifesting your dream? Home also has to do with the home that is in your body and mind. What would it feel like to surrender completely to the experience of being in your body, even if you are in chronic physical discomfort like so many lightworkers are on this journey? What would it feel like if your mind was a source of comfort and peace rather than distraction, worry, or confusion? Take whatever steps you can over the next 28 days to bring greater balance to your body and make mental peace and clarity a priority. Targeted supplements and nutrition for the brain is crucial if you are not experiencing peace in the mind. However, meditation is truly irreplaceable. It would be of tremendous benefit to all light workers to incorporate at least 5 minutes of daily meditation into their routines, and ideally more. And this meditation can be any type you'd like. Moving forward. If you set intentions for the next 6 months on the new moon solar eclipse in Cancer 28 days ago, then now is the time to start to step on the gas pedal with all you want to manifest. Now that eclipse season is over and Mars is in Aries, the time for rapid manifestation is now. Move forward on your dreams. It is also a good idea to set some new intentions for what you'd like to manifest over the next 28 days during this moon cycle. Wishing you a miraculous and a very healing new moon in Cancer. With love, this is Matthew John. If you're not familiar with who I am an internationally known spiritual teacher, spiritual mentor, speaker, Starseed guide, and energy healer. I offer inspirational and educational articles and videos on my website, which I'd love for you to visit. It's youaredivinehuman.org. I also offer private sessions worldwide via phone and Skype, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about those in a minute here. But I do want to let everyone know I have a webinar coming up, a Mastery Empowerment course, and this will be on July 25th at 2 o'clock in New York, 11 a.m. Los Angeles, 7 p.m. London. It's called Powerful Visualization Techniques for Ascension. Learn how to use your third eye. So, this is going to be a 2-hour course, and I'm going to be giving you a load of really, really good visualization techniques to assist you in all sorts of things that are very relevant for the ascension process. So we're going to do techniques for grounding, shielding, purifying, self-energizing, cord cutting, healing, energizing chakras, cleaning or sealing the aura, manifesting, meeting spirit guides, receiving direct guidance, seeing soul contracts, healing relationship difficulties with another person, forgiveness, moving on from the past, making a decision, healing your body, eliminating viruses, parasites, bad bacteria, etc., eliminating thoughts that aren't yours, seeing your highest possible future, cleansing spaces, protecting spaces or your home, sending beings to the light, healing people, animals, or plants, jumping timelines, changing outcomes in the outside world, changing the weather, and much more. So don't miss this opportunity to learn a lifetime's worth of tools for healing, manifesting, awakening, and ascension for just $33. That's it. And by the way, I did mention that we were going to work on eliminating viruses, parasites, bad bacteria. Please note that if you're experiencing viruses, parasites, or bad bacteria, do not rely only on visualization to take care of it. It can be a tool that can assist in your healing, but you also need to undergo physical protocols, whether it's with a doctor or a naturopath, or even with me, as I am a medical intuitive. So that is coming up again on July 25th. You can register. Registration is required. It's only $33 for 2 hours, and you get to keep the course. Of course, you'll get a recording. And you can go to my website, youaredivinehuman.org, click on Webinars and Events. It's the second tab, and go ahead and just click Register Now, and it'll go to an external page where you can sign up for that webinar. So that's going to be really, really fun. I hope to see everyone there. And I'm also signing people up for my very popular spiritual mentoring program to start in August. And for most people, if you sign up now, we will be able to get you started in mid-August. But I'm just going to briefly go over what you get in these packages. Package A is called Transformation and Healing. You get 4 90-minute or longer private sessions in total, including an extended soul plan reading. And in this, what I'm doing is hooking in with your spirit guides and higher self, and also my helper guides. And we are reading your life plan. We're reading what are your karmic lessons. We are reading what is the plan that is in store for you for the future, what to look out for, and what would your highest timeline look like. We will talk about exactly what you're working through karmically right now, and we'll really dive deep into karmic relationships, whether they're intimate relationships or family relationships. So we're going to let you know what it is that you're meant to learn from these relationships. We also do, in the second session, an angel energy healing session, aura cleansing, with a soul retrieval, an inner child healing, and an unhealthy attachments purging ceremony. If it sounds like a lot, it is. We get it all done in an hour and 40 minutes. It's an hour, 40-minute shamanic and energy healing journey. And the intention is to, whatever information we learned about you from the reading in the first session, now we're in the second session, we're going to dive in and just heal it. We're going to heal whatever needs to be healed inside you. And it really feels great to just feel totally cleansed energetically after the angel energy healing session. The third session, we're going to do a medical intuitive nutrition reading. This is for your physical health. So we are going to be scanning your organs and getting information from the guides as far as your physical health. We're going to be talking about the metaphysical causes of or contributions to any physical issue you might have. And we're going to talk about a protocol of supplements, homeopathic remedies, diet, nutrition, exercise, affirmations, sound healing frequencies, and anything else that will assist you in your recovery. And along with this, in your email, within 2 weeks of your session, you're also going to receive an 8 to 12 page intuitive nutrition report that is just jam-packed with personalized information and guidance that you can keep as a resource to recover your health and maximize your health from now until forever. You can keep it as a resource. And you also get a chakra scan, and in that session, we're going to be scanning your chakras and reading what it is that you need to work on as far as your chakras, which ones are out of balance, which ones are in balance, and how to rebalance them. And you're going to get a chakra report within 2 weeks in your email that will explain to you the results and how you can rebalance your chakras ongoing. And in the fourth session, you get a Starseed discovery session. And in this session, you will get to take a journey to your home planet or place of origin, whether it's in this galaxy or outside of the galaxy. You get to find out for sure and actually experience firsthand where you are from as a Starseed. It's life-changing, and it's very, very unique. And you also get spiritual homework to do between calls. Simple things, won't take too much of your time. You get unlimited email support with me between calls. And so if there's anything you want to talk about between your mentoring sessions, email me. I'm available. And you also get 3 bonus webinars, Putting the Past in the Past, Mastering Your Intuition, and Spiritual Hygiene, Cord Cutting, and Grounding 101. And you get my free ebook, Developing the Skills of Discernment and Intuition. So you get all that in Package A. Package B has all that plus a 2-hour past life regression session, and we will ask for guidance from your higher self to bring you in the astral plane to the most relevant past lives that will help you to understand what you're going through right now in your current lifetime. And you'll also get to go to the space between lives, which is just so, so healing. And Package C has all of that plus an hour and 10-minute future life progression session where you get to travel forward in time to experience your highest possible future in this lifetime. And you get to see it and feel it and really experience it firsthand. And you get several other bonus webinars with that: a deeper level of forgiveness, awakening the divine masculine, navigating the dark night of the soul, dissolving the ego, how to move on completely from your ex, the human energy field 101, and you get a healing transmission called I Love You Regardless. So that is all Package C. There's also options for Package D, which include additional sessions that are called optimization coaching, which will be something that will facilitate the continued evolution of you and the continued healing and self-development of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So if you want to look into the options for these packages, you go to, just scroll your mouse over private sessions on my website, and it's the first tab. It does say spiritual mentoring packages. So click on that. Now, I am also offering all of these types of sessions individually. So if the packages won't work for you, go ahead and book an individual session with me, and you can choose your own time on the calendar. If you want to sign up for the mentoring program, just fill out the form that is on that page that I mentioned where it says Spiritual Mentoring Packages. And if you have any questions about the packages or about any of my private sessions, or even questions about the new moon or personal questions that you'd like me to answer, just do me a favor, go to my website. The bottom right corner of your screen, there's a little chat tab. It says Matthew John, have questions, ask Matthew. And it has my picture in the corner of the tab. And all you do is type in your question and type in a valid email address, and it goes to my email, and I will respond to you as quickly as I can, usually within 12 hours. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for listening to this transmission, whether you know me already or whether you are hearing me for the first time. I love to hear comments. Please comment below. Please subscribe and like the video. It really helps me to reach more people with these uplifting and supportive messages that I give every 2 weeks on the full and new moon. So please, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wishing you a wonderful, miraculous new moon in Cancer. With love, this has been Matthew John.